Good morning, my August 10th birthday babies. Happy birthday! Hi, y'all. Hope you had a great night. I did. I actually slept well last night, which was nice. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards and come up with your birthday reading for the year, for your year. My August 10th people. Tuesday already. Can you believe it's Tuesday? Seems like the weeks just go by faster and faster. Although, I have this big trip planned. I'm driving across the country as of Sunday, and it feels like forever getting to Sunday because I'm kind of excited about it. And also nervous, of course, traveling. You don't know what you're going to be exposed to in more than one sense, right? But generally, I love to travel, so it should be fun. All right, so spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies, please give us cards for our August 10th babies. Oh, wow. Boy, raring to go today, apparently. Yeah, we got some interesting cards. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, that's interesting. 5 cards already, so we'll go ahead and move forward with it. And so interestingly enough, 2 of the cards match each other, sort of. I'll show you in a moment what I'm talking about. Give me a moment just to look these over and see what message we're getting here from Spirit. I'll also listen for Spirit. Okay. It's funny. I've been doing these birthday greetings now. We're coming up on a month and a half. And as I mentioned, I'm not into astrology much. I don't totally understand it. I mean, I do to an extent, but I don't necessarily follow that. But anyway, interestingly enough, though, I noticed like when I did all of the July birthdays up until the very end, there was kind of similar reoccurring themes going on. Well, I'm having the same thing happen now in August. So maybe there's something to be said for when your birthday is. Or I know there's something to be said. That's why I need to explore and learn more about it. So if any of you are very into horoscopes and astrology, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to collaborate, learn, help each other. So if this is something that you know about, if you have resources you want to share with me, I am more than open to seeing them. So anyways, moving on with the reading for you guys. So we start out with a really strong card. We got the Ace of Wands. So anytime we get an ace, as you can see, it has to do with Spirit coming down and saying, here, I'm handing you this opportunity, this energy. And the wands are an energy of creation and motivation and passion. So it's the new beginning of something that speaks to your heart, speaks to your soul. Something new is coming along. And I don't know if it's a conscious choice you're making or if it's something that is just going to show up in your life. But no matter what age you are, whether you're 20 or 70, if you have things that speak to your soul that you love to do, that you would do for free just because it brings you joy, that's what I want you to think about right now in this reading. So maybe it's something that you're thinking of doing more often or exploring more towards maybe even monetizing this. Because the next card that comes up is the 3 of Swords. And this card is a card of past regret, past disappointment, even worry sometimes. This is a tough card. So a challenge position is that you are interested in something that you love to do. But in the past, maybe you've tried to pursue some hobbies and make them into a living or make them into something more in your life. And it kind of didn't work out for you. Okay, so there's this past of, it didn't really work out. I tried to be a professional painter, or I tried to be a consultant, or whatever it was that you did maybe didn't quite turn out the way you wanted in the past. So you're a little hesitant to move forward with these new ideas. However, we get the 8 card of action of the Cups. And this card, he's walking away from past things that he's done that were fulfilling, that gave him joy, that gave him love. But that doesn't mean that he's walking away and saying, I'm done with that. It means he's saying, okay, the past I tried some of these things and they didn't totally work out for me. However, I'm moving forward. I'm going to see what's around the corner. And you've got the moon in this card and the phase of the moon, which means that you're making some decisions. It's sort of this gradual realization that you're missing out on some things that you used to love very much. So it's not necessarily a negative card. It's just a card of action saying, okay, I'm walking through this, thinking about it. But then, interestingly enough, to clarify this position of the Ace of Wands, guess what other card fell out? And you saw the cards just fell out. I didn't pick them. We get the Ace of Swords, another spirit energy. So there's a lot of sort of divine signs coming to you, telling you that it's time to think about these things as more seriously than you've been taking them. And the Ace of Swords, the swords is all about the way you think about things, so your ideas, your communication. So maybe what this is saying is, this time, trust your instincts. Yeah, I know I say it all the time, but trust your instincts on this. If this is something that's appealing to you, if this is something that's calling you, give it its due process. Give it its attention that it's asking for. The next card that popped out in regards to this worry card or this regret card that I mentioned, or even anxiety, it could be, we end up with the Nine of Wands, and it actually came out reversed, upside down. So the Nine is an action, is a fulfillment card, and the Wands, as I mentioned, are passion and so forth. Again, you see someone here contemplating, thinking about their passions and their things that they love to do, and he sort of looks a little injured. You know, he's got a bandage around his head. He's holding one of those wands. There's all these wands around him. So again, as I mentioned, there's this past of, oh, it didn't really work out, and he's thinking about this, thinking, I got hurt last time. It didn't work out the way I wanted it. However, it came reversed. So guess what? It's an opposite meaning in some ways. So it's saying to you, don't equate the past now with what's going to happen now, because it's going to be a different outcome. You're going to have a different outcome this time. I feel very strongly, Spirit's telling me, yeah, different outcome. Whoa, did you see that? 2 cards flopped out, and they're good cards. So again, we got the Moon. And the Moon, again, as I mentioned in this card, and again, it lined up with this card. See, how funny is that? And this is outcome. So I mentioned this phase of the Moon. Look what we got, another phase of the Moon. The Moon is about decision making. It's saying, okay, here's weighing your options, and also it's sort of a card of mystery in some ways. So yeah, you're unsure of yourself, and yeah, you're going, I've done this before, I don't want to do this, but you know what, it's calling to you. It's calling to you over and over. And so my August 10th people, don't ignore those urges. Even if you start out saying, okay, I'm just going to take up this hobby again, or this thing I'd like to do again, just for fun, okay? Don't worry about monetizing. Don't worry about it becoming a career. Just do it because you love to do it, okay? Even if it means you're going to spend it, $50 at the craft store, or you're going to sign up for a class, or join a team, or even volunteer. I really think volunteering is a great way to meet new people that are in a like-minded, positive space, right? So this is just about like you kind of feeling this mystery, and also sort of just playing with the decisions that you're making. And then our 6th card that came out, so I usually do or 7th card, I usually do a 7-card spread. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but generally that's what I aim for. So we've got our 7 cards. The last card we got was the Hierophant, and that's a 10 energy, meaning completion and renewal. So you're starting something new, as I said. The Hierophant's a very spiritual card, obviously. It has to do with listening to your spirit, listening to your intuition. This is an intuitive card, okay? So again, I think this overarching reading for you August 10th people is things that you love, that bring you happiness, that bring you passion, that may seem frivolous or may seem unnecessary. Honestly, they're so necessary for your spirit. Because guess what? When your spirit's being fed and you're happy and you're doing things that make you feel good and excited and creative, and that creative spirit comes through you, you're a much better person in general. You're easier to get along with. You're easier to communicate with. You're relaxed. You're there for your kids. You're there for your family, your friends. So I encourage you, August 10th people, to pick up those knitting needles, or that frying pan or wok, or that tennis racket, or whatever it is that you've done in your recreational time, and spend a few minutes today, even if you don't go out and do it, just think about it, okay? Do that for me. Do that for Molly, okay? All right. So everyone, August 10th, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. And you will see this also uploaded on your YouTube channel at Molly's Studio 33. I'm still doing free readings. Please let your friends know about what I'm doing. I do this because I have a gift I want to share. It's not because I'm looking for anything from anybody. Even if you're just curious and you want me to do a quick little reading for you, I'd be happy to do so. I've done a few for people that were definitely, what would you call it, skeptics, and they were quite impressed. So give it a go, and I look forward to seeing you later. Everybody have a happy birthday. Bye. Get this to shut up.